Oh, hello. Welcome to Inside the Shed. iPhone 6 Plus. I've spoken about it a couple of videos ago. I've now had mine for a few weeks, and here it is. And this is just a short video just to show you the phone, but I wanted really to show you the case. So this is the Apple leather case, their own branded case available in the Apple Store. And as you can see, I went for the brown option. The phone I actually got is a silver phone. You can't see it because the case covers the actual phone itself, but it's the silver phone. But I went for the brown case. I've always liked brown. I guess it's been one of my favourite colours. But as it's a leather product as well, I just kind of like the brown colouring. It fits the iPhone 6 Plus snugly, as it would do. I mean, the Apple cases for both iPhones and the iPad are designed in a very similar way. They just fit and sit so tight and snug around the product, the iPhone or the iPad. It won't slip away or slip out. You can't lose the casing from the product, and it feels really nice actually. On this iPhone 6 Plus, this case feels fantastic. I do really like the natural product because it's leather. In my hand it just feels so comfortable, and as I mentioned before, it gives me the confidence because it doesn't feel like it's gonna slide out. When I'm holding this, I feel that I've got a grip on this and I'm not gonna lose it, I'm not gonna drop it. It just feels nice in my hand. I guess that might sound a little bit silly, but it just really does. And I do like the iPhone 6 Plus. I'm finding the size to be absolutely fantastic. Why they didn't go to this size a couple of phone models earlier on, I don't know, but really this size is fantastic. It's so nice to use in terms of reading things and typing, etc., and all the apps that are available on there. And one thing I like now is I do like that you can just place your finger on and the finger recognition starts up the phone. I think it's really neat. I like that. So there's the phone. You can see I've got my wallpaper there, which is a scene in Las Vegas looking out of the Paris Hotel across from the restaurant in the Eiffel Tower over to the Bellagio Hotel. You can see my layout of my apps. My home screen I try to keep pretty simplified. I have before had it completely full up with apps, and I just find when I'm looking to use the phone, especially if I'm out and about walking along and I want to grab the phone quickly and either make a call or a message or the camera or photos or something like this, whether I'm using it for, if it's related also to the work that I do, I kind of confuse myself if I've got a whole page or a whole front screen full of apps. So I've minimized that and used the various other page or screens available to place the apps across. So I categorize them and put them together like that. But my home screen is very minimal, which makes it much more comfortable to use as well. And I've just got the apps and functions of the phone there that I use pretty much all the time, the most used apps. I like this phone. I'm not finding the size to be too large at all. I do think it's absolutely spot on, and if I placed it to the old ugly mug here, you'll see it doesn't actually look too big. It doesn't. It's fine. It works very well. So Apple have done a great job with this, and if you're in the process at this moment in time of thinking about choosing the iPhone 6 and you're not sure whether to go with the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus, the larger model, which this one is, I would strongly urge you to consider the 6 Plus, the larger one. I think you'll find that you'll be very happy if you choose this model. It just took me literally a couple of hours and I felt I got used to it straight away, and I'm very happy with it. Size wise, which model did I go for? Well, there's three options. There's 16 gig, 64 gig and 128 gig. This is the 64 gig, right in the middle. 128 gig, a lot of memory obviously, but the price for that, it was very, very expensive. This is still expensive. These aren't cheap phones by no means, don't get me wrong, but this one in the middle here is the right size of memory for what you want to use it for in terms of making videos and things, and I'm happy with that. And that's one great thing about this. The quality of the camera with videos and photos, etc., is excellent. So it's a pleasure to make videos, especially with this larger screen. Being able to view things and view them back as well makes this such a fun phone. I am actually using this more now, and I'm not using the iPad, which I'm recording this video on, as much as I used to. I used to have my little iPhone 4 well, iPhone 5 actually was the last model I had before this, and I would quite often be using my iPad because I couldn't see, the screen was too small on the iPhone 5 to be able to make it comfortable to read tweets on Twitter, Facebook, emails, calendar, etc. So I would use my iPad. Now with the iPhone 6 Plus, I'm using this, I would say 95%, if not greater, of my time in using the technology, and the iPad is just sitting there, and I use it in my studio to watch videos while I'm working on the Mac, but the iPhone 6 Plus is getting a lot of use. And as I mentioned before, the great thing, and this is the last thing, and I'm going to finish on this, is the battery life on this is brilliant. I think because it's a larger phone, the battery inside is actually a larger. I managed to place a larger battery in the back here, so it takes a more charge, holds more charge, and I get a completely full day of usage from the phone now. And quite often it'll run over till the next day, and it's not until lunchtime the second day that I need to charge up the phone. So that is a brilliant step forward. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon in the next video.